Hello everyone, my name is PrimeTime Moff. Now, not everyone will know me. I am co-owner of PrimeTime Toys. We are a trader at TFN this year. We traded last year for the first time and we're back this year. I am also on PrimeTime TV with my wonderful co-host Audimus Prime, and we produce weekly content. Our current series is about looking at the 40 years of the franchise, and I wanted to really lean into TFN this year. With the excitement building, we're only a matter of weeks away before TFN happens. I thought it'd be good to do some answers to some of the videos that have been, with some of the questions that have been asked, and videos from stalwarts of this group who have done a fantastic job building the excitement. And then I will ask my own question as well. I thought it'd be quite interesting for some of you to kind of see maybe from a different scope some of the answers to the questions, because obviously I'm looking, having been an attendee, so I've attended Auto Assembly first in 2012, and then TFNs as well as attendees, and then last year making our debut as traders. So we've traded at Minicon last year, big event last year, Minicon this year, big event this year, hopefully Minicon Reading. We'll wait to get confirmation of that. But I thought there'll be some answers I'll give that will be from a kind of trader point of view. When I get to one of the questions was about your schedule, I've kind of focused more on that aspect of it. So I thought it'd be kind of good for you to have a different bit, and it'd be nice to maybe can I get to know people a bit better as well, and the only way you do that is if you put yourself out there. So bear with me as we go through some questions that maybe are a wee bit older, but I thought I would try and, I'm not going to answer every set of questions that have been answered because some of them have then overlapped. If there's a set of questions somebody'd like me to answer, please let me know. But we'll go through them. So I think I've got a couple of videos to do for this, but it'll be good fun. And at the end, I say I'll do a set of questions, and then before TFN, I'm going to do some videos to showcase some of the awesome toys that we'll be bringing. Some that we haven't listed on the website, and some that, as far as I'm aware, have no UK distributor for. So with some really cool stuff at TFN, so you won't want to miss those videos. So let's batter into the questions. And I apologise if I use Scottish banter, but I am Scottish, so there are. And I apologise if I go too fast. That's just a habit I have when I'm excited, which is a terrible thing when I'm always excited about Transformers. So this is Tyranaton's question. So the first question is, do you prefer quality or quantity in your haul? Now, if you're asking me what am I going to go for this year, what am I going to go from last year, I would say quality. I'll look for quality. I will pick up odds and ends of pieces that are not in high quality because I want to experience it. So one, for example, was I picked up a cheap kind of yellowed a wee bit RID Rail Racer last year because I haven't seen one to the quality I would have wanted, but I've never experienced the mold, so I was quite happy just to drop a little bit of money to buy one so I could experience it. And then it has made my desire for a good quality one even more. So that's generally how I collect, especially older stuff. And I don't really do a lot of G1, I don't really do a lot of vintage, I do a lot more modern stuff. I want my collection goal in itself is to have a modern version of all the G1 Series 1 to 4 toys. So that's kind of my main goal, but I have probably picked up more vintage since joining PrimeTime Toys as an owner, because you're dealing with new stuff day in day out. It's kind of nice to pick up older stuff. But my probably favourite story of doing a haul or doing a collection or going buying at TFN was in 2022. I went along with Paddy and Greg, and I brought my son along, Jamie, and we did a kind of toy challenge where we took £20 each. Paddy took Jamie and I went myself, and we went kind of see who could get the most spots for £20. And that journey was great fun. It was late on in the Sunday. We were kind of just like, what are we doing? So it gave us something to make the afternoon fun, and also then have a conversation with. And I was honest with traders, saying this is what I'm trying to do. What have you got cheap? What can I get here? So good for them to get rid of some stuff. Also, I got a pile of stuff. Jamie had great fun because he just spending money on toys was bad. But also, it then meant later in the day. So this is, I say, Sunday, we're sitting in the bar, and going through these toys, and there was toys in there I'd never have bought. Definitely would never have been interested in picking up had it not been for this challenge. And I picked up some toys that actually now have stayed in my collection because they were fun toys. And whenever I think about what I do with my collection now, I have mainline, I have masterpiece, I have official, I have unofficial, I have legends, I have chug, I have masterpiece, I have oversized masterpiece. I have a bit of everything because I now define the way I collect is I collect cool toys or cool robots. I do also just collect the generally cool toys in my opinion, but generally from a Transformers collection, that's what I collect. I don't try and define myself as one or the other. So that's my answer for the quality and quantity. So the next question is, which stall do you choose first? Now, my answer's slightly different because obviously my first stall is going to be ours because I'm kind of running a stall, but if I'm going from a buying point of view, my first stop is always Toy Fu. And you know, you don't need me to tell you why Toy Fu is a fantastic organisation. The work they do for Mary's Meals is incredible. The hard work the team put in is brilliant. Having seen the other side of it and getting to chat to them a bit more from that side the last kind of year and a bit has been an absolute joy. The team doing an incredible job. I was annoyed at TFN Mini. I was just so busy with a bit of a couple of tech challenges, a couple of personnel challenges in the lead up that meant Minicon Manchester was a bit more challenging than I'd like to have been. And I never got from behind the stall till maybe 1, 2 in the afternoon. By that time all the kind of good stuff I'd have probably been after it till Toy Fu had gone, so I struggled to pick something up. And then just chatting to them, and they were like, come and see us more and spend more time with us on the Friday. You know, August, chat to us, what you after, we can help you out. Just thought the guys were just brilliant. So and Nick is hopefully going to help me with something that's going to be an answer to question 4. So that's always my bit. But the bit that I actually love about the stall and why it's always been a stall that I look to gravitate towards, forget buying, just for to gravitate towards because I want to go and see it, is because it feels like a Transformers museum. You have a stall that has a bit of everything. It's a bit the way I collect, a bit of everything. You've got G1, you've got pre-G1, you've got the most you potentially have got the most modern release toys. You've then got Masterpiece, you've got third party, you've got official, you've got Legends, you've got Prime, you've got animated, you've got Rescue Bots, you've got a bit of everything. And there's always something on that table you have not seen before. And that's joyous. That's what Transformer events should be about, is seeing stuff you've never seen before. If it's just the stuff you see in the store, is that exciting? Not so much. If it's just the stuff you can see online, is that exciting? Yeah, I like still seeing things in person, so maybe yeah. But what's really exciting is seeing the stuff you can't normally see, and that is absolutely what Toy Fu does. So that's why it's always my favourite stall to visit. Best and funniest memories, the next question, right? So both involve a Sunday evening at TFN. I always think a Sunday evening. My very first lot of Slamby I didn't do a Sunday. We drove home from Birmingham to Scotland on a Sunday night and it was awful. Never made that mistake again. I then changed it to be Friday to Monday, and then eventually changed Thursday to Monday because travelling just takes it out of you. But the Sunday night has always been one of my favourites. It's the only time I ever really did any form of socialising at assembly days, because I'm really, but a lot better now. But for a long period of time, I was really struggled with social anxiety. So I wasn't somebody that would interact with people. It was people interacting with me. And a Sunday night used to be that I would sit in the bar with my toys and sit, and people would chat, come and speak to you, and it was so much more chill. But my 2 stories involve Sunday nights, and they both involve the same person. So my best memory, I'm going to give you last year's first year trading at TFN, first year being the opposite end of the stall. Really exciting, but really nerve-wracking as well, as you can imagine. A lot of stress building up to it, a lot of planning, a lot of what are we taking, what was prices, what are we at, how are we doing things. We did lots of, it took us ages to set up on a Friday because we weren't sure what we were doing. We did a lot of rejigging over the weekend, but it was a successful weekend. We were really happy how we did. We were really happy how people received us and responded to us. The interactions were fantastic. And then on the Sunday, after we packed up, we all get showered, changed, shot over to TGI's, and the PrimeTime team, which was Simon, Greg, myself and Paddy, we sat and we had the TGI's, a few drinks, relaxed, and really just had a good laugh, and we laughed our heads off. Great night. And that's what I'm probably looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the Thursday night and the Sunday night as my highlights this year, because they're the two where I'm most relaxed. So they're the kind of bits I'm looking forward to. My funniest memory, however, also involves a Sunday night, and it was 2022, talking about the pile of Transformers. And you'll know my good friend and co-owner of PrimeTime Toys, Greg. Greg, what you might not know about Greg is Greg likes Transformers, but doesn't like transforming Transformers. He genuinely does not enjoy the aspect of transforming them. It's a running joke, and it's a running joke for a good reason. But he does mainly collect masterpiece and third party fans toys in general. So they're not maybe the most enjoyable transformations. So I get why he feels that way. So the Sunday at this big haul of cheap, nasty Hasbro stuff. It was all Hasbro stuff, and some of it was proper cheap and nasty, and just some of the movie toys, let's be honest, are piles of crap. Some of them are good fun, but piles of crap. And we were challenging him to try and work out how to transform without instructions, and it was hilarious. And there was some stuff I'm just like, you should be able to get this, you should know how this happens. So we had such a good laugh, but it was such a good night because it was him, me, Jamie, and then people just started joining in. And I remember Jamie just being like, this was really cool. Like, people were coming asking him about stuff. So I always think that's a really important bit, but that was just good fun. I remember just the laughing my head off watching Greg try to transform Transformers, which is hilarious. So then the last question for these was, are you after any grails this year, or is there something you caught your eye previous years you want to pick up this year? So I always go with a list. Now, my list isn't a here's the things I want to buy. It's almost a here's the things that you're missing from your collection. If you get them, great. If you don't, you don't. And it's to save me buying duplicates. Because I've done that before, where I've waited and going, I don't know if I've got this or not. My collection's bigger than it's ever been, so I definitely would end up in that position. So I do have a list of things I would, if I see them, I'll get them. If I don't, I don't. But I've decided this year I want one thing, right? So I've only ever, I firmly believe, in my opinion, you can only ever have one Holy Grail. It's the Holy Grail. And mine was Fort Max. I own it. It still has that special place. It still is awe-inspiring when I bring it down. I sit and transform it stuff. I just like, this is outstanding. I have the same love for it. It's the toy I would take. It's the toy I would save. It's the best toy, Transformer toy. It's my favourite Transformers toy. I just absolutely love the thing. But there are some that are kind of similar in the kind of grail level of us, as in, I'd love to pick this up, and it's not an easy bot to pick up because it's not hard to get, or it's not cheap, you know. So there are some toys that are in that category. One in particular was a toy that I've always coveted, and then at the beginning of this year we did a trade, and there was a chance I almost got one, and it made me go, oh, I kind of really do want one. And then my good friend Russ at TF Con brought an example along, and Russ is to blame for the fact that now I am going to TFN with the desire and hope that I will be able to pick up a G1 Overlord. Now, I commented on a post on the group, and Nick from Toyfu suggested that he may be able to help me out with that. So Nick, when I talk about what stall we visit first, I'll be having conversations with Nick when I see him. If Nick can sort me out with that, like, Nick's a great guy, and sorts out so many people's requests, like, fair play to him for what he does. So I'm hoping that I am getting a Overlord, which will also be the first time I've done something crazy and big like that, a big purchase. So that's my hope for this year. If I get nothing else, I will get something. Like, I will absolutely. I think I'll probably spend more money this year than I've ever done, just with the way my headset is at, mindset's at this point in time. But if I get nothing else off my kind of list, then I would be over the moon if I got a G1 Overlord. So that's my answers to these questions. Hopefully they're okay. I have got other sets of questions to give you answers to, so you'll get to know me a wee bit better over those times. And you know, the big thing I'd say is at TFN, you know, come and say hello, come see us at PrimeTime Toys. You know, there is going to be some special toys in this bit. We have a mix of everything. We have official, unofficial, we have third party, we have masterpiece, we have legends, we have our stall will have some stuff that's not Transformers, some really cool pieces. Again, some pieces that I don't think any other traders will have, and some stuff that I don't think other UK traders kind of have. A lot of the stuff, maybe stuff that comes from China and stuff that you don't kind of get in general shops. So please make sure you come and say hello to us, and come up and chat to us. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you on the next one.